We now return to our youth forum, the New Bandidos, on DZRJ 810 AM.
Good morning again. Welcome back to the New Bandidos. Please join us on Twitter. Use hashtag BandidoWatch or the New Bandidos and join us. Tell us your opinions. Tell us what you think, especially what we're talking about. Now let's talk about FOI. We've listened to former Congressman Erin Tanyada. What do you think? Do you agree? What struck you in what he said?
I think yung dun sa part ng internet, I think the government should work on it. Yung pakikipag-usap dun sa mga telecommunications companies because as far as what I've researched, ang nakasulat doon is aabot ng 15 working days bago maibigay yung request ng isang tao na gustong magkaroon ng access sa internet. Ngayon, kung aabot siya ng 15 days, actually it's 15 to 20 days. So, kumbaga, kung maraming mag-a-access sa internet, babagal ngayon yung connect. Kung mabagal na yung connection ngayon, mas babagal pa yung connection. Pag dumating yung panahon ngayon, na-approve na yun. Tapos, ang mangyayari pa, 15 to 20 days, think of it, kung maraming tao ang sabay-sabay na mag-a-access, paano yun? So, sobrang tagal bago mo makuha yung request mo.
Oh, yeah, what else? Opinions from our youth, students.
Well, I think ako po, para sa akin, okay lang naman. Siguro, it plays a big part din kasi lalo na sa decision making ng public. Lalo na napaka-importante na ibigay sa kanila yung nararapat sa kanila. And I think, after maipasa nitong bill na to, I think it is, kumbaga, magiging mas maganda yung decision making lalo na sa yung response ng public dun sa pamamalakad ng gobyerno natin.
Hello. In terms of FOI, I think it works both on bad and it has both bad and good sides. Good sides in terms of the government becomes transparent on whatever transaction they've been into. But some have pero merong mga exception pa din 'yon. In terms of bad sides naman, ako merong bagay na mabuti para sa akin na sa tingin mo masama. So, the government also has points na sa tingin nila mabuti but others sa tingin nila hindi yung makakabuti para sa bayan. And when people access those projects na ginagawa ng gobyerno, madaming magki-criticize and ang magiging trend nun, lahat pag na-criticize yung project ng gobyerno na nakita nila sa FOI, papalitan ng gobyerno ngayon yun ng kung ano yung mas pabor doon, kung anong project yung mas paborable ng madaming taong nag-a-access ng FOI. Tapos pag ayaw na naman ng mga tao doon sa project na gagawin ng gobyerno, papalitan na naman nila yon. So, 'di ba parang waste of budget na nakadepende na naman doon sa trend ng tao yung gagawin, hindi doon sa makakabuti doon sa bayan. And isa pang ng FOI, 27 years, bakit kailangan pa natin ng FOI? I mean, the government should have required to speak out all their projects. Hindi na kailangan ng law, hindi na kailangan ng bill. I mean, 'di ba as a boss, tayong mga boss, 'di ba? 'Yun ang turing sa atin ni Pangulong Aquino. Wala dapat tinatago sa atin yung mga trabahad or yung mga employer natin in terms of their works, 'di ba? Parang bakit kailangan niyo magpasa ng bill para mas makaalam kami ng information na kami naman yung naglagay sa inyo sa trabaho yun. So dapat speak out yun voluntarily without hindi kayo napupersa because of the FOI.
So as young people with access, let's say eventually, maybe in 27 more years, mapasa na yung bill na yan.
Sana.
27 more.
What will you do with this information?
Ayun nga, FOI are meant to inform us, okay? We are not, sana ang ginawa, FOI, freedom of information, at makialam tayo sa ginagawa ng gobyerno bill. Ganun yung dapat na ginawa. 'Di ba? Parang ini-inform lang tayo sa ginagawa ng gobyerno but hindi necessarily dapat na pakialaman natin yung gagawin nila. Ang nandun lang tayo, mas papakialaman lang natin sila is pag nakita natin na the budget are ginagamit sa mga maling pamamaraan. Halimbawa, may nawalang ganitong ilang milyon. That's the time na mangingialam tayo dun sa ginagawa ng gobyerno. But yung mga projects, I don't think na dapat papakilaman natin yun. It's just a matter of the information.
Still have to be responsible
Yes.
with the information you get.
Yes.
Kayo, what do you think? What will you do with this information pag napasa yung FOI as young people?
Good morning. Ako po si Dayan Isley Medalla from PUP. Kagaya nga na sinabi ni Albert, actually hindi na natin kailangan ng ng law or bill ng ganito kasi at the first place, ito yung karapatan nating malaman yung information sa government. Kasi tapos parang anong nangyayari? Tingnan natin na tumagal siya ng halos 27 years. Kung isipin natin napakasimple lang nito na hayaan lang nila tayo na ma-access yung information na kailangan natin. Pero bakit tumagal ng ganito? Kasi kasalanan din nila kasi sobrang laganap yung corruption sa Pilipinas. So may mga natanggal, meron na tayong na Supreme Court, di ba sa justice. So sobrang hindi natin maiisip kung bakit tumagal ng ganito katagal tong na to sobrang simple lang na information lang yung may kailangan natin. Ano ba yung mga tinatago nila? Bakit kailangan parang
Hindi natin kailangan ng bill if transparent na in the
Opo,
first
parang-
place.
ibig sabihin talaga, ito lang ang may tinatago sila. Ayun lang yung parang kung bakit hindi nila mapasa-pasa tong bill na to.
Well, I think, sir, ang concern ko lang is baka kasi magkaroon ng misinterpretation of the information that is being disseminated if ever mapasa yung bill na baka ilabas nga nila yung statement of yung cash flows nila, yung liquidation process nila na baka ma-misinterpret ng public kasi hindi naman natin alam na, hindi naman lahat ng tao nakakaintindi ng cash flows, hindi naman lahat ng tao nakakaintindi ng statement of financial statements ng government.
So kailan maging not only transparent but easy to understand.
Yeah.
Yes, kasi po ayun po yung nabasa ko rin dito. Hindi lang basta dapat ma-access ng public information. Dapat nasa lengguwahe rin siya na madaling maintindihan ng mga tao. Kasi ang natin dito is masa. So kailangan hindi natin ilagay dapat yung English kasi aminin natin, minsan mahirap intindihin yung mga nakalagay sa mga laws, sa bills. So ibig sabihin dapat siguro i-translate rin nila sa Tagalog para maintindihan ng mga simpleng mamamayan kung ano ba yung dapat nilang malaman.
Kaya siguro ayaw niya ipasa. Yan, kasi masyadong matrabaho.
Matrabaho po yung pagta-translate.
Yes.
For me, let's set aside for a while yung corruption and our judgments. For me kasi, kaya siguro on the side ng ng government, kaya siguro hindi nila ini-implement ngayon dahil it's a very big task. Kasi ilan ba tayong mamamayan sa Pilipinas? What if kalahati niyan nag-question sa isang araw lang? Ang nakalagay doon is 15 working days lang. Ang dami-dami natin. What if yung ina-expect natin 15 working days ay lumagpas doon tapos hindi na-grant yung request natin? Kaninong image ba ang mababash? Kanino bang personality ang ma-judge? Hindi naman tayo, di ba? Yung mga nasa government din. Kaya siguro hindi lang about yun sa tinatago nila at hindi sa hindi sa pagiging transparent kasi mahirap din i-handle ng ganung task.
Yeah.
Hindi lang yun basta tanong Kasi paano kung madami kayo at isa lang yung kalaban nyo?
Tsaka we're not just talking about corruption here. Kasi yung mga information na i-disseminate to the public is also yung mga works. Kumbaga, ano ba yung statement na yung communication in between sa loob ng government. Kasi I think yung mga naririnig ko sa kanila is they're being negative. Kumbaga sa law na to. Ako kasi I believe that this bill is very important to the public kasi hindi lang siya yung information, hindi lang about the budget, hindi lang about the project. Kasi yung projects, it is really stated already by the government to the people and kumbaga it is part of our right to know their projects. Pero what we're talking about here is yung hindi lang about the cash flows, not just about yung corruption, pero we're talking about yung information that is being given by the government, and it's not just about the cash, it's not just about the authority, it is also about yung
Tama.
maging aware.
So parang your
awareness ng
access to information, it shouldn't matter kung 50 million decide to access the information. Basta available siya sa
Saka
lahat.
diba sabi ni Congressman kahapon na law is very important. Kumbaga once na naipasa yan, we can say that we really have the right and no one can hinder us from knowing. Kumbaga
Here's another point of view, Zion. What if the reason na hindi siya pinapasa ng House is because hindi pa siya okay na bill? it's not because ayaw
Hindi
nila.
pa siya
What if,
pulido.
yeah, what if
Kumbaga,
inaayos pa nila? What do you
maraming
think about
polishing na
that?
kailangan.
You think that's one of the reasons?
I think, sir, kasi ang palagi nilang dinadahilan is that may kini-clear up pa daw ng mga provisions. I mean, kailangan pang i-revise kung may mga exceptions pa ba na dapat I mean, sir, ilang years na yung lumipas, parang puro ba revisions, puro ba clearing up of the provisions yung mangyayari? Kasi, sir, di ba sinabi, yung tinanong ko rin po kanina, bakit hindi ma-certified ni Pinoy as urgent yun? Sabi ni Attorney Erin is, hindi naman daw yun pwede na porque sinabi lang ng President, di ba? Nag-vow daw ang House of Representatives na pag nagagawin nila ang trabaho nila based on kung ano yung kagustuhan ng masa, kung ano kagustuhan ng public, parang illogical siya, sir. Kasi ito nga yung gusto ng public eh. Parang, ba't hindi mo ihain sa kanila? Though, given na nire-revisa pa siya, pero sir, parang ang bagal ng process. Yung parang, nauuhaw na yung publiko para sa public documents.
So would you rather na we get a watered down bill muna and then i-improve, or let's wait a few more
Kumbaga,
years until a perfect bill is crafted?
Siguro, sir, pwedeng muna. A bill na yung sinabi niyo nga, sir, na naunan, yung parang bill muna, tapos pag may mga nangyari na may mga kailangan ng tanggapin, na kailangan ng tanggalin, at kailangan idagdag, siguro pwede naman, sir, na i-enhance yun or mag-propose again ng
Or
another
siguro,
bill.
sir, siguro ayaw naman natin na maging katulad siya ng Keto 12 na we're unprepared of the bill tapos bigla siya na-implement. Siguro the reason why the government is taking time in passing this bill because gusto na i-execute siguro ng tama. Siguro let's assume na they want everything to be clean, na ayaw nila siguro na once this bill is passed na baka magkaroon ng violent reaction ng public, magkagulo.
Gaya ng sinabi nyo, 50 million people will suddenly go to DPWH website and check ano yung mga roads na ginagawa sa mga probinsya. Hindi kaya ng website, so mainis yung mga tao. So, it could be a possibility as well, right? Prepare the infrastructure, the back end first. Albert, yes.
Ito kasing FOI bill na to, masyado siyang complex in terms of a law. So, para lang malaman natin, isa lang naman yung way para malaman natin kung successful ba yung magiging bill or not is to pasubok natin sa mga tao talaga. Hindi natin malalaman kung magpa-function ba ng well to, kung puro imagination lang yung gagawin natin na, ay baka naman ganito yung mangyari kapag ina-access to ng lahat ng tao. So, why not bakit hindi natin ipasubok sa mga tao? And pag nalaman natin yung mga flaws dun sa law, and it's the time na mag-revise tayo na mag-revise, diba? It's a matter of trial and error naman for this law kasi napaka-komplikado talaga ng bill na to.
Pero mahirap mag-revise ng law, di ba? Just as hard as to pass it, yun din yung
Pero for
way
27
to revise
years
it.
naman, mahirap din mang maghintay ng wala kang information, diba? So, kaysa maghintay ka lang na maghintay, edi doon ka na sa mahirap nga, pero nai-inform ka na rin naman, diba? So why not try these things?
Oh, tama. And with the advent of social media, a lot of our government departments have Facebook accounts, Twitter accounts. I guess you can say medyo naging open na, di ba? Usually when you ask a question, they reply. Well, usually. And you have access na to some information. So little by little, we're getting there. Any other comments or...
Yeah. Siguro pag-isipan natin, dapat ba talagang bill ang access to information? Nakakatuwa, one time in one of the parishes that I went for a mass, yung pare, nagbigay siya ng information about the parish expenses. Right there. We have access to different internet, to different websites of the agencies of the government. They can put it there. Diba? Katulad nung example kanina ni Albert, punta ako sa website, tapos makikita ko doon sa napunta, kumusta yung project. Nakikita naman natin kung ano yung information of the project, the progress of the project. Pwedeng towards the end of that, pwedeng may isang slide or isang information. So, I think maraming pwedeng pag-isipan at pagtuunan ng pansin yung ating mga congressmen, our lawmakers. Ano pa yung pwedeng pag-isipan na mas may social impact in terms of progress kung nasaan tayo ngayon in terms of pamumuhay ng maraming tao sa Pilipinas. So, baka pwedeng hindi naman kailangan gawing bill. Baka hindi kailangan yung law for this. Kasi marami ng medium where people can actually go and get informations.
Kumbaga mataas na po yung varieties of searching and getting information. Kasi andyan na naman yung internet, bakit pa kailangan ng law or parang ganun po ba yung I see.
And the youth have a voice. Like now,
Yeah,
you're on
for
radio, AM radio. So you can actually convince and influence these departments, these politicians to do something even without the bill. Tama. Have them go on their websites, post it there on social media. You can actually influence if
Yeah.
you take hold of the power that you have, diba? So maybe homework for the long weekend. Visit these sites, see what's on there, and then maybe we can recommend next week. We can talk about these websites, what we recommend that they should put, what the youth are asking for, because we can talk about general freedom of information, but anong information na yan? What are we looking for?
Kasi kung tutuusin, di ba, katulad ng sinabi ni Congressman Rufus Rodriguez sa BBL, kaya gusto nilang malaman yung opinions ng youth. Baka ganito rin yung point nila, no, when it comes to this bill, because now we're in the 21st century, gusto nang i-include din ang opinions ng youth. And sometimes we have to admit, the youth know more than us, especially when it comes to social media or technology, na and to a certain extent, our age group, na pag-iiwanan pa minsan kasi ang bilis nila. So baka what if they want to, put all of that together and really just ituhog lahat, di ba? Yes, anyone else?
Any other opinions? Oh, it's been a good week, Pia, for
I
the new
know.
Bandidos.
Oo, thank you so much, ha? It's so exciting to have the kids are always here early in the morning, ready to give their views and their opinions on traffic, on everything. So many issues,
Yeah, some of them wake up 3 a.m. just to be here.
I know, right? Woo! And believe it or not,
Actually,
some
Ma'am
of
Pia,
them at night even have to go farther away from their school to get home.
actually,
Que
Ma'am Pia,
horrores, barbaridades.
nagbago yung lifestyle ko kasi dati kasi hindi ako nagigising ng maaga and right now, siguro nagigising ako sakto 4:30 a.m. just to be
4:30.
Wow, let's give them,
Masaya,
they deserve it, a really big round of applause. Mabuhay kayong kabataan natin ngayon. Thank you so much. Well, thank you for listening in again today on the new Bandida Show. This is Pia Morato
Javier Padilla.
and the kids from See you again. Listen to us again next week, guys.
See you on Monday.
See you on Monday.
Happy weekend.
Happy weekend.
You have been listening to the new Bandidos with Angelo Keithley Castro, Angela Lagunsad, Pia Roses Morato, and Javi Padilla of Yes Pinoy Foundation. The new Bandidos is an exclusive presentation.